Hello and welcome to another podcast. And today we are going to look at how to enhance our cognitive flexibilities. How to enhance our cognitive flexibilities. And while we're at that, we are going to look at why it's crucial to do so, what it involves, and what it's about. And so let's dive right in. And so to start off, why is it crucial to enhance or just train our cognitive flexibilities? This is because it equips us to adapt quickly to new information, but also it shifts perspectives, right? It means we just get different perspectives of ideas and just thinking ways, right? And it also tackles unexpected challenges effectively. So when you come across unexpected challenges, which we do these days, right? Challenges out of nowhere, when we have enhanced our cognitive flexibilities, right? It will help us, right? And we can do this in an instant. The challenges that come our way, we can easily tackle them, and this will help us advance. So this is just basically problem solving in unfamiliar situations. And of course, we usually find ourselves in unfamiliar situations and we get confused and all that, but by enhancing cognitive flexibilities, we are able to best tackle these and solve very much unfamiliar situations and problems. Okay, now that we've looked at why this is crucial, now let's delve into what it actually involves. So this will involve you, right, switching perspectives, as we said, but by doing this, it will help you tackle challenges with a fresh outlook, right? Remember, we've enhanced our cognitive flexibilities or cognitive thinking, so you'll have a sort of a fresh outlook, a fresh mind. And as we know, when we have a fresh mind, we have a better perspective. It becomes much easier to solve most problems, especially the problems that arise out of nowhere. And of course, with this also comes an analytical thinking. You become much more analytic, right? You are able to better solve things analytically, and you're going to move away from irrationality. This way, at least you are able to build agility and resilience, because you will be less, let's say, less irrational rather, and also less emotional in your thinking. As we usually know, when we think with an emotional mentality or an emotional place, we tend to not use our cognitive ways to our advantage, because mostly emotional ways brings brain fog, but cognitive thinking clears this brain fogs, and eventually this will strengthen your brain's adaptability, which will allow you to handle varied mental tasks very easily. And just like we know, when we enhance our mental abilities, we get stronger. So things will get easier, right? It's just like how when we train our physical bodies, the more you're able to lift a heavy load, right? And you do this in a consistent basis, it becomes easy eventually because you adapt to that load. And so the same will also go for cognitive flexibility. And going into the last point of this before we wrap up, let's see how we can go about actually improving our cognitive flexibilities, and so we can be able to view challenges from a different angle. And so I have 3 points here that I'd like to cover that can help us, right, practice how we can train the cognitive flexibilities. Number 1, we can practice task switching. This involves us engaging in mental exercises that require us to switch between different tasks or modes of thinking. Examples would be activities like puzzles. And I usually talk about how we can best enhance our mental capacities, and one of those things would be solving puzzles, because puzzles keeps our brains engaged, especially analytically. So I think with this you can Google or just seek out research the best way or best mental exercises to engage in to enhance your analytic brain. However, the reward that you get from involving yourself in this is that you enhance your analytic tasks and you're going to strengthen your adaptabilities, right? Once you're able to strengthen your adaptabilities to situations, then it becomes easier and easier to actually solve a lot of problems that arise, especially those that arise from nowhere. And number 2 is to seek out new perspectives. And I usually speak on this. I've spoken on this numerous times, that it's very important that we seek out new perspective, meaning that different ideas from different people. When we usually tend to just get perspective from the same people, right, that usually we don't challenge, or that those perspectives don't challenge us in different ways. But getting different perspectives, even if those perspectives go against our own ways of thinking, right, it challenges us to think even more, or get better ideas, or even get new ideas. And so how can we do this? We can just regularly expose ourselves to ideas and topics that challenge our usual ways, right? Or our usual ways of thinking especially. And we can also do this by reading diverse materials, meaning just different topics of reading. You don't just have to stick to your best genre of books, just different things. If you're someone who usually reads biographies, you can switch and read probably fiction, something like that, or fantasy books. Nothing wrong with that. You are going to get much more perspective on different things. This will also help you explore different subjects, just different topics and subjects. You never know, you may even learn something that, or adopt something that you like within this subject that can enhance your whole life trajectory. You just never know. The more knowledge you get, or the more information, especially when it's new knowledge or new information for you, it will help you somehow. And you can also debate with others, just discussing and discussing different things, different perspective. And as you debate or discuss, then usually you're going to break mental patterns. Now, once you're able to break through mental patterns, at least you are able to be much more open-minded. So just discussing and being analytic with others will at least break a few patterns that these patterns may just be holding you back, because you just may be thinking in the same way every single time, right? But having a better perspective will actually advance you, and you will have better ways of thinking. And number 3, we can embrace ambiguity. Now, what is ambiguity? Ambiguity is basically uncertainty, things you're not certain of, things that you're not familiar with, right? A bigger problem in life is that we are always afraid of the unfamiliar, which is natural, everyone is. But usually, if you want to cross into an advanced situation or to another level, you have to be able to embrace unfamiliarity. You have to be able to be bold enough to advance into something or unfamiliar territories. That's a given. You can't be always in a familiar place, mentally or even physically always, right? You have to explore. You have to go beyond what you know or what you are used to. So this can also involve you doing hard things, having questions and questioning others, questioning other people's motives, and especially you can also question authority. This way you're engaging your brain to embrace unfamiliar territories, but also to kind of form new trails or a new pathway for going somewhere else, right? Instead of just thinking the same way and just being in your comfort zone always. And mentally also, you can involve yourself in brainstorming creative ways and creative solutions, or work on open-ended projects, right? Just projects that you can do for yourself, things that are actually mentally challenging. And I'm going to stop there. I hope this was helpful for this lovely Sunday, first Sunday of November. And have a pleasant Sunday. Till next time, peace.